Hello everyone, and welcome back to Outside, the series, of course, where we go outside zombies maps such as Mob of the Dead, which we have on our plate today. I'm so excited for this one, and if you are too, leave a like on the video. It helps me out a ton, and of course, subscribe so you can come back for more. So I'm using the mod menu, Ionic 3, paired with Plutonium, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on No Clip as well as God Mode. And let's get to it. So, just a quick thing I want to say here right at the beginning. As you guys may know, Activision has been taking down a lot of modded clients recently. Right, first they took down SM2, and then after that they took down X Labs. And my fear is that Plutonium is next, and without it, I don't think this series would be able to reach its full potential. So make sure that if you're enjoying this series, you're pleading to Activision on Twitter or wherever else to please stop all the cease and desist letters. We need a modded community. A healthy modded community is a healthy Call of Duty community, and that is what is important. All right, well, with that out of the way, let's get to checking out, man. Let's go right out this window right away. Check out this area here, the little yard that you don't ever get to see. It looks like, looking back into the map, nothing is rendered, which is, I mean, I guess kind of cool, to be honest, to see this perspective. But yeah, there's not a huge area here, just a little yard, nothing too crazy to expect. In the distance, you can see the Golden Gate Bridge, in fact, two sections of it. I think that right over there is Pack-a-Punch, if I'm correct. I don't know what that section over there is, so I'm going to be very interested to see later on in the video. So here's just a quick little look at what this area looks like outside of the spawn windows. A lot of low poly textures. It looks kind of silly, but yeah. Alcatraz, man. Of course, there's tons more to see over there and over in that direction, and we'll get to that as we explore the map. But let's get back inside and start checking out more stuff. So there's a whole lot of area here in Spawn you never really get to see, so I kind of just feel like going on up here and just seeing, first of all, can I walk in here? Oh, yeah, I'm in a cell. So as it turns out, actually, this walkway is one entire massive barrier, so I can walk inside the cells themselves, which do have collision. Like, all the walls here do have collision, but the pathway is just a barrier, right? You can see it just pops me right out of it. So I checked all the cells here, and there's really nothing interesting going on with them, but I did notice this area up here. So normally you can go up these stairs, right, and travel on towards the key over there. But right behind it, there is this little area right here, which I can walk in. And then down here, right, this is, of course, where this window is. So the zombies can path themselves, it seems like, up and around the corner. And then above it, there's another area that's pretty similar, actually. So if I just hop on out a no-clip... Oh, okay, well, apparently there's a barrier here as well. But I can walk through this entire thing up here, which is kind of cool, man. I mean, you can... That right there is playable space. You never get to be back here, but it's just a perspective, and I like it. And this is another thing I wanted to test out. So without opening the actual cell, can I just no-clip through and grab this double points? Yeah, it looks like that's a strong negative. I am sitting inside of it. All right, let's open this door up. Go on upstairs. So in this part of the map, I think there's really only one area I want to check out, and that's right here through this window. So let's pop on through. And actually, there's quite a bit here. All of these cells seem to be somewhat modeled, like they do actually have like a toilet, a bed, etc. inside of them. Well, I guess other than this one right here. And yeah, this area goes right on through to this window, which is over here towards this side of spawn. One thing that's kind of cool to point out, this D block door right here at the corner just goes right back through to spawn where the M14 wall by is. And if we take a left, of course, we can, well, there's a barrier here, but we can walk right on outside of Mob of the Dead. It's kind of cool to see that the entire courtyard here seems to be modeled, although you can't walk on it. But yeah, this is a pretty cool perspective. Nothing has collision other than that concrete right over there. All of this, you can just fall right through. But, I mean, you never get to see it, and it's actually pretty well modeled. There's even this little pocket below the stairs here, which I'm guessing is a place that zombies can spawn just up out of the way and come on up the stairs. I'm not sure if that's really what that's for, but it's definitely here. And another thing to note is that above us, there is this little catwalk area, which is cool to see, and it does have collision, so we can walk on top of it. Of course, it has this area right here, so that zombies can come on up and go into the cafeteria, which we'll check out in a bit. So we're kind of back in spawn here, but I want to point out something that's pretty interesting about the construction of the map, and that is that this entire place seems to be modeled. So even though you can't play in any of this area here, I mean, it's all here, right? This is definitely Alcatraz, and it's definitely all modeled. Not everything has collision, right? So I can, like, walk through a lot of this stuff. My assumption is they probably made the entirety of Alcatraz in, like, a low poly kind of form first, and then they decided what areas they wanted to make playable and construct the map that way. It's just really cool that you can walk all the way out here, and you wouldn't really think that this isn't part of the map just by a quick look. I mean, everything looks pretty good. Although, I suppose, I mean, there isn't any modeling to many of these cells, right? So obviously that probably happened later on in the development of the map, and clearly they didn't do that for areas like this that were unused. I'm going to open up Cafeteria next, I suppose. Let's get see what's going on behind this door. So I'm going to go ahead, pop on through. We got a staircase that goes down to showers. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this window right here in showers seems to connect. Oh my god, what is this? Is that like a hole they're digging? I can't really tell. It looks like a hole in the ground. Well, that's pretty cool. So I'm guessing that's a little bit of an Easter egg as far as like someone trying to dig out of Alcatraz, but I don't think I've ever noticed that before. But yeah, this staircase connects the showers window as well as the window up here in well, I guess not window, but what would have been a door up here in Cafeteria. And then there's even this room over here, which is only partially made, and it's very dark, but pretty cool, man. It's all here for seemingly no reason. Normally, I would say that that's a spawn room, but there's plenty of place for a zombie to spawn over here in this corner, or over here in this corner that's out of the way of the player seeing through this window, so I don't know why there's this whole room here, but love that it is. All right, into Cafeteria. Let's hit the box. What are we gonna get? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Foul, dude? Okay, well, whatever. We can make this work. It's only round 4. All right, so we already checked out of that window right there. I want to check out the one that's opposite of it first, so I'm assuming it's probably the same kind of deal. Looks like there's a little bit of a catwalk here, which is kind of cool to see. And again, everything out here looks very modeled. Like, this looks like Alcatraz. If you've ever played Rebirth Island, it looks a lot like Rebirth Island. There's chemical over there. Oh! But yeah, it's pretty sick to see, man. I can't wait to check out more what's going on the outskirts of the map. But we'll do that soon enough. I want to hop back in, and I want to check out this area here. So back behind here, this is where the golden spork is, right? Somewhere. Can you see it? But this is what this little cafeteria area looks like. But yeah, very eerie, I gotta say. I mean, it definitely gives those death by the cafeteria vibe, you know? So something interesting to see, this is what the mystery box looks like this time around in Mob of the Dead. There's a lot of particle effects going on, just spinning around beneath it. And there's the gun going down into oblivion. Just thought it was kind of cool. We can also get a look at the interior of the box itself, too. I do think that Mob of the Dead mystery box is probably one of the best models for the mystery box that's ever existed. It's just so cool, man. Oh, hell yeah. Got an RPG. Let's go. So before we go upstairs to the plane or down to the docks, I want to check out the rest of what Alcatraz itself has to offer, because there's a whole bunch of stuff here that we haven't seen yet. So under the catwalk here, right behind this wall, there is another area outside the map we haven't checked out yet. I mean, this again kind of reinforces the idea that the entirety of Alcatraz was made first in some kind of low-poly model. As we go over here, we can see, well, the floor, it doesn't have really any detail to it. It looks terrible in here. I mean, it's not modeled. Clearly, they knew from a very early stage in development this area wasn't going to be used. I mean, none of the cells have any kind of detail to them or anything like that, but this whole area is here. I mean, there is collision with the walls. There is no, like, spots that you can see through. I mean, it looks relatively okay. I guess there is some spots you can see through. I guess I kind of lied there, didn't I? But yeah, kind of cool. Like, even the stairs here actually have collision. Like, there is a barrier around these stairs. I can't walk up them. So I think that's kind of interesting. And as we come around the corner, we get back towards an area that goes to the map, and there's some more detail here with some sandbags and some infirmary-looking stuff. But yeah, man, pretty sick. Let's get back inside the map and see what else we got. So right here, I'm right where the spork is, or I guess the silver spoon is right here, not the spork. But yeah, right, so this is where that poster on the wall is and all that fun stuff. I'm sure you guys know, right? Yeah, I don't have to explain that to you. You guys know it better than me, I'll tell you that much. But yeah, this area actually connects all the way through to here as well. You can take a little peek through and see it. So this is up by where the gondola is, and I think around the corner, right, is our electric cherry. Just thought that was cool to point out. I don't think I've ever really noticed that that was like that. And interestingly enough, on the other side, there is an identical window, which has an identical looking pathway. However, this one, well, there's nothing in it whatsoever. But it does go all the way through, and you can see it as well from this side right here. Hey, doggy, how you doing, boy? Oh, yeah, you like your snack? Yeah, munch that up. There you go, buddy. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, it's stuck in his throat. You see that? So there's a few things I want to see here, right? Let's go ahead and just get an up-close look at the good old wolf. Yeah, I mean, I'm inside of it right now. This is quite the perspective. You can see that its eyes, nose, and mouth there are kind of modeled, but it doesn't really have anything else going on inside of it other than, you know, some fur patches and stuff like that. Good boy. Be good now. Be good now. And below the doggy here, we got a pretty well modeled area, which makes sense, obviously, because you can see it very easily from up top. Well, I mean, let's answer the question, right? Is this actually a hole? Let's see. Can we hop? Can we go into hell? No. Yeah, there seems to be like a haze layer here, and if I lay down, you can go beneath it, which is kind of cool. It still distorts your vision, though, a little bit. And if I no-clip underneath this barrier, we get to see it's all an illusion. In fact, right below us is the sewers and stuff. We would not be able to actually go down a hole here. There is no hole. It's all a lie. It's simply just a reflection. In fact, I think it's a reflection of the same texture over and over again, as you can see. Yeah, and while you're down here, you can see if you look back up, that is the bottom of that hole right there. That's the texture that's used for it. So there's just some really cool dev tip tricks going on here. And if you guys who know more than me about development, let me know down in the comments exactly how they did this, because this is super impressive to me. Because even standing on top of it right here, it really does look like a hole, but clearly it's not. This is really sick, man. I'm gonna take a sip of the coffee because of course I have my coffee with me here this morning. I hope wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this, you're enjoying yourself so far, because, oh my god, man, Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead has an absolutely fantastic atmosphere, and honestly, the gameplay as well is pretty sick. I really love Electric Cherry. I really think that's a fantastic perk. Although back in the day, I didn't appreciate it as much as I do now, but it's amazing. And of course, this was the first time that we saw the big old doggy boys. Awesome feature in zombies. There's a lot of really cool things about Mob of the Dead, so I'm happy to be here, and I hope you are too. Leave a like in the video. It helps me out so much, and make sure you're subscribed, because, I need more subscribers, man. I'm real lonely. All right, let's continue onward to Warden's office, I believe. Oh, we need power. I forgot about that. Shit. Oh, guess I'm gonna lose my afterlife. I mean, I suppose I could just no-clip. Should I no-clip before opening the door just to see? Well, screw that. Let's just no-clip on through, man. Who needs to power anything, right? So there's obviously quite a few things to check out here. First, I want to see, can I interact with anything? Yeah, like, can I buy the Uzi? No, I can't buy the Uzi. Okay, it seems like interaction is turned off because the door is closed. That makes sense. That seems to be how it usually is. So a few things to check out. I mean, I think the obvious one is right here. So let's hop on in. Is there anything kind of cool details going on here? It doesn't really look like it, although interestingly enough, this desk has collision. Back behind here in this little room, yeah, not a ton going on. Obviously, it's just a little spawn room for zombies, come around and come through the desk here, but this is a really cool area. I always thought it was. Also, up close of what these lights are doing, just look at that. Doesn't that look so stupid? It's crazy, because from an angle here, it looks completely fine, but when you get up and close, yeah, definitely reveals what's going on here. Kind of cool, though, man. Those little devs tricks, they really make these old games shine, man. That's kind of sick. And just for the fun of it, I kind of want to see, can I get the part? No, okay, cannot get the part, so you actually do have to turn off the power? And there's two doors here. Just want to check out. Oh, there is actually a room on the other side of this door. Not much of a room, but it is a room. And as far as this door right here, I think this probably just goes. Yeah, okay. So that's what this opening was. This is that door. Another thing I thought was super interesting to point out. So I'm clipped into the roof of this area right now, so I can see through everything. And right there is the electric door, right where the part is in that room. There is actually cables that lead from this electric door all the way down to docks. I don't think I've ever noticed that before, but the detail here is so cool, man. And they actually do go all the way down to here. Really cool. All right, so there's this little area right here. So if we hop on up into it, yeah, there's not much going on. It does exist, but that's pretty much all it's doing here. So let's hop back. Oh, I fell through the stairs. Yeah, let's hop back in on the map, and I kind of want to just hop right on out of this window. Let's do it. Let's check out what's going on. It looks like we can walk on most of this. How far can we go? Yeah, we can walk on pretty much this entire concrete slab, man, which is kind of cool. Oh, no! So I'm assuming the second I step off this concrete. Yep. And outside this window right here is this little area. There's another one of these holes in the ground, which maybe this is where zombies come out of, actually. That might have been what that was that we saw earlier. But we can walk along most of this. It looks like it ends right here. We can actually see the line in the ground where the collision ends and the, well, falling through begins. And I mean, it's right in front of us. So let me just stop the tease. Let's just see what's going on with these buildings. What's going on in them? Doesn't look like much at all. Obviously, none of them have collision, right? So we'll be able to just fall right through all of this. We can't really walk on any of it. But yeah, that's what's going on in these, man. Just a bunch of hollow corpses of buildings. And inside of the lighthouse, well, here's the light, man. It's shining bright. So inside the warden's office, there's this door here as well. And, well, the other one's had a room behind it, and it looks like this one does too. So yeah, these little grates here that you can see through from the other side where all these skulls and stuff are actually have a room behind it, and that's what this door leads to. Kind of cool. All right, let's head downward. Here we go, opening up the door. Well, the first thing to check out is going to be right through this window right here. There seems to be quite a bit of space here that's modeled, which is cool. Of course, you can see all the way to the back, so that's why. And it seems like it actually winds around here. Does this lead anywhere? It does. Okay, so yeah. It leads to the window here that connects to laundry. Oh, and you can also see into here. Oh my god, wait, what is that? Wow, so there's a dude here that clearly met a really rough demise here, man. Rough for him. And there's more to this area as well, right? This links to this window right here. And it keeps going, man. There's another room over here, which again, this connects back to this window right here. Yeah, these tunnels, I think I called them the sewer earlier, but the tunnels have a lot to them, actually, going on over here. There's a lot of different zombie pathing, which is always really cool to see. In these older zombies games, they really tried to make sure that the zombies had different ways to get to the player. And I always think that kind of engineering is just, it's super cool to see. So there's this door as well I want to just check out. I don't think there's, oh, there's a lot, actually. So, okay, so to the right, well, there's not much. To the right, it just goes to this place right here that you can see through. But to the left, again, a massive pathway for no reason whatsoever, right? I mean, you can see, I guess you can see into it, the map here and here, but wait, can you even, what are these rooms right here? Can you see into this room normally? Oh, wait, I know where this is. Wait, so right through this wall? Yeah, okay, wait, so this is just the Hell's Retriever room. Okay, it took me a second. Kind of cool to see. And down below it, just to point out, yeah, this is another illusion, it looks like. It's crazy to see how much of this actually exists back here for kind of no reason. I mean, I guess it's ambiance, but I mean, you can't see, like, around that corner, but yet around that corner is a massive tunnel that seems to just stretch all the way back here. I mean, these could have just been little rooms, but instead, it is an actual tunnel, and I think that's really cool. And we've pretty much hit up every single window that's in the showers room, but there's one more left, so let's go ahead and just knock it out real quick. It goes right to this little grass area, right outside the courtyard right there, right? And we can just take a look down towards the water. I'm assuming collision with the ground ends here somewhere, maybe? Can I just walk all the way down to the water? No way. Oh, nope, there we go. Yeah, cool little area. There's not too much to check out. We got a nice rock, though, and that's a nice boulder. All right, that's it for tunnels. Moving on downward. We got the old spiral staircase. I don't know if there's a separate name for this area, but there's some things to check out here. I mean, mainly the thing to check out here is what's going on in the hole, right? So here's a perspective from underneath the cage there. You can see the spiral staircase, and the spiral staircase itself does end right there. It doesn't continue onward any. There's the little cage, right, that you can pick up the part at the bottom. And then down here, it goes all the way down to a water texture, which I'm assuming I can't swim in. Oh, I can actually walk on top of it, though. Man, so there's collision down here. That's pretty sick, actually. We can look on up. That is one hell of a perspective. Yeah, this is so sick. I didn't expect there to be collision down here, and that makes me so happy for some reason. It really just tingles my fancy, man. And below it, well, actually, it looks like these seem to continue down. Well, they don't continue, actually. They break. And then there's pieces of them here. Kind of strange that they continue downward after cutting off. Not sure why they do that, but kind of cool. All right, going on past the spiral staircase. Here's this area. So, right, so there's this hole right here. I want to just check out. Same kind of deal. Oh my god, it killed me. Wow. Guess there's a death barrier down there, guys. Yeah, I really was not expecting there to be a death barrier down there. You guys are gonna have to let me know if there was like a glitch in this area or something. Maybe that's why they put this here. I think it might kill me even in no clip, maybe not. Oh, okay, we're good. Okay, so we can come all the way down here. There is water, and it looks actually I can swim in it. It seems like I'm doing like a swimming animation here, isn't it? That's kind of interesting. I didn't know that there was a swimming animation in Black Ops 2. Well, maybe actually for the campaign. Was there water in the campaign? Oh, dude, it's been so long. I can't remember that. But yeah, there's a couple dead bodies down here, and looks like that's about it. There's not too much going on here. And right here to the left, we have a little window, which, yeah, not too much going on. Just a nice little spawn area for zombies. And through the tunnel right here to the right, same kind of deal, I'd assume. Yep. And actually, oh, no, it doesn't connect. I thought it connected for a second. Kind of weird that it doesn't, actually, because the two areas are very close to each other. All right, leaving the tunnels. And to the right here, there's a few things I want to see. So we got this. Obviously, just spawn some zombies. This staircase, which does work, which is kind of cool to see. Oh, my God. Can we walk on all this? Yeah, so there's collision for this entire little area here. Oh, wow, even above that. All the way down to a little room here in the corner, which obviously is completely unused. Wow, this is actually really sick. So you can even walk all the way around this corner here to where Jug is. And this staircase as well actually works. It has full collision, but you just fall through right up the top. Yeah, that's super cool to me. And there's even like a stack of skulls right here hidden outside the map. And as far as past this grate right here, man, is this creepy, dude. Oh, this got some autonomy going on. I feel like this was in a different map as well. I feel like I've seen this before. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of candles, a whole bunch of hanging bodies. Little places like this that we can see straight through the map. Just a whole bunch of creepy atmosphere. And through the power room, there should be... Well, I think there's like one thing to check out in the power room, right? There's this window right here, so let's go ahead and hop on through. There's not much going on in it though, huh? There's just a little corner for zombies. You can see right through the map right there, which is interesting. But yeah, not a ton going on. And just because we can, here's this area that you don't normally get to walk around in, other than when you're in the afterlife form, right? But yeah, here's this dude's ritual that's going on. All this you've likely already seen quite a bit already. So let's get out of here. Oh, the docks. Here we go. So the number one thing that has been requested for this video numerous times in the comments of that post. By the way, make sure you're not missing those posts. They're super important. But the number one thing that has been requested is this dock over here to take a look at what's going on with these perk machines. I fell. What am I doing right now? What is this? Am I swimming? Oh my god. That is terrifying. Not sure why this happens, but when you fall through the water and look back up, there is just a massive circle. Yeah, so sadly this dock does not have collision, but of course, as you guys have noted, there is indeed 2 perk machines on it. Good old PhD chilling here, and Mule Kick sitting out of reach just to taunt us, just for Treyarch to be like, yeah guys, we could have put these perks on the map, but they didn't quite make it into shore. And yeah, when you go up to them, there is no interaction with them, just to check. They do have their normal, like, interior modeling, so they are the actual perk machines, but that's about it. And just because I thought it was cool, here's what's inside of this little box right here. It actually has somewhat of a modeling to it. Real unfortunate for this guy, though. And through this window, right by the Tommy gun, well, there's a whole bunch of area, and it looks like we can actually walk on most of it. Yeah, so I got a gun so I could just shoot the ground. Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's much that we can walk on, unfortunately. There's a whole bunch of area, but not a whole bunch of collision. Pretty cool to see, though. This, yeah, it's definitely Alcatraz. And yeah, while we're here, because we can, let's just check out this little building right here. Not much going on inside of it. It does actually have a floor to it, which is cool to see. But that's about it. Also, you can see right through this building, too. This is the power building right here. Well, that's the power room, at least. And as far as the catwalk up here, I'd assume it has no collision, but let's just check. Oh, I can't... oh, never mind. It actually has a barrier on top of it, although now I'm stuck. There we go. Got on top of it. I think I was inside the barrier. But yeah, you can walk on top of this. It's not that the actual floor itself has collision, but that there is a barrier up here. I'm guessing to try and prevent some kind of glitch. I don't know, but cool to see. And as far as the rest of this building, there is nothing going on inside of it whatsoever. It only has that power room. There seems to be no other rooms modeled, just this one. But one thing that I noticed that was super cool, past this workbench right here, if we hop on out of the map, there is this building, which has this like blocked off area right here, kind of that we've seen in many other places inside the map. And because of that, its interior is actually modeled relatively well, right? I mean, if you've played Rebirth Island, you know this building quite a bit. It's really cool the lengths to which that they went fully model Alcatraz as an island, and I just think that's super sick. Amazing. Just absolutely amazing. And I gotta find out, can we walk on the tower? So yeah, it looks like the tower has some kind of barrier on it, which doesn't actually cover the entirety of the tower. So the roof has collision. You can see that it brings me up and down here. But yeah, this is the height of the barrier around the tower. Cool to see. And it looks like that's actually the height of the map as well. Some of you guys were saying that this barriers, or these barriers like this on top of the map exist because of theater mode. I don't know if Black Ops 2 had theater mode. I don't actually remember. You guys might have to let me know. I know Black Ops 1 did, so I'm guessing Black Ops 2 probably did. But I just fell out here. Looks like there's a little bit of a generator. Warning. But yeah, not much going on with it. Just, well, a radioactive symbol, which is a little bit strange. But that's about it. And up over here by Juggernog, we have this window right here, which I think zombies come from this little room, right? So there's a little spawn room right here for the zombies. And let's see how far can we go. Oh, there's a barrier. Okay, so I guess the barrier of the map actually cuts right through this, but just because we can, let's go through that and continue onward. Does this balcony go all the way? Can we just... Oh, okay. Well, there you go. And lastly for this area, there's this window right here. Let's just pop on through it. I think that's where the zombies come from, but I could be wrong about that. And it looks like the collision... Well, no, okay, wait. How much collision we got? Can we walk? We can walk up actually a decent bit of this. I'm assuming... yeah, there we go. It ends somewhere, right? All right, I think that's pretty much it for Doc. So here's just one last look at it from the top. Very nice area, gotta say. Man, would it have been cool to get PhD. All right, it's time to go upstairs into the Informery. Did I just say Informery? Oh my God. All right, so... we got a few things to check out, I think. We got this little window, so let's just top on in. There's not much going on here at all, obviously. A little spawn location for zombies right there. And that's it. And, of course, this goes back out towards that way, so we're not really interested in that. But to the left here, we have... well, we have, obviously, there's the afterlife door, but there should be a window here, right? Yeah, there's a window right here. Let's check this out. Another little room. There's not too much going on in it. Oh, wow, actually, this is a lot bigger over here than I thought it would be. I guess a little spawn area for zombies and, well, a door that actually leads somewhere, which is cool to see. And there's also this middle area that you never get to walk inside of, so let's just do that real quick just to experience it, man. And what an experience it is. So there's more to see here by where the third dog location is. A bunch of these little rooms, right? This is the infirmary, right? So these are like, I guess like hospital bed rooms, but not a ton going on in them. Yeah, it looks like that's pretty much it. This one has a wheelchair in it. Nice, love it. And this one, well, yeah, nothing too interesting. All right, going upstairs to the roof. We got a door that needs power. But we don't need power because we got no clip. Let's just get a nice perspective here. Here's the roof. I mean, I just want to know, can we walk on the roof? Like, how much of this has collision? It looks like mostly all of it does, doesn't it? Yeah, this entire thing, all the way to the other side, has collision. Even like these little... the wall here, you know what I mean. You know what I'm standing on. You can see it for yourself. But yeah, it all has collision. Every single inch of it is modeled, has collision. Well, I mean, modeled is a relative term. There's not exactly much going on top of here, but it exists. It has collision. Even these little... well, oh, this is the extent of the collision with these. I guess you do fall through these, but... yeah, I've always thought that the roof here was kind of a missed opportunity. It felt like... I mean, there's so much space up here. It always kind of felt like there could have been just like a little bit more of it used. I mean, they only really used this tiny little area right here. And there's all of that space right there that's just waiting for you to shoot some zombies on. It's also crazy to see the difference, right? How this is all really detailed, and that is just super, super barren. So I'm assuming there was never a plan to use it, but would have been cool. And as far as things to check out here on the roof, there's this little area here, which actually has... a bunch of dead bodies in it, which, I mean, I guess you can see, right? You can look through the grate here, but you don't really get to see it very well. And then over here, there's this shed. I'm assuming there's not much going on inside of it, because you cannot see inside of it whatsoever. And yeah. And there is the prison. A nice look at it from above, man. It's absolutely massive, to be honest with you. It's pretty strange that this is the only wall that you can see through, too. Like, pretty much everything else from the outside. Yeah, even this side right here, which you never get to see, it doesn't pop out of existence. You can see through it all, or not see through it all. I mean, it all exists. I can't speak, clearly. Having a problem today. But yeah, none of it pops out of existence. It all stays rendered in, other than that one side, which is kind of strange. Because I think that's the side that points towards the Golden Gate Bridge, which I think it's time to take a look at that right now. So we did a short way back in the day, and way back in the day for me is like a year ago. But this plane right here does indeed actually teleport you, right? When you fly this way, somewhere in the sky over here, to the Golden Gate Bridge. Yeah, and as you can see, it's just a 2D texture. It doesn't actually exist. It isn't real. So where is the bridge? And that's a great question. That's what we're going to find out here right now.
At least we got ourselves a key now. Come on, hurry it up!
All right, let's hop on the plane. Here we go. Begin the takeoff sequence.
Start it up!
Really takes a while, doesn't it? And there's the teleport. Here we are.
Where the fuck? What is this shit?
All right, so on the bridge, there's not a ton to look at, right? I mean, it's just a broken bridge. There's not really much going on outside here. I don't think we can walk on any of that. Definitely not. I think same thing for the other side. Yeah, I mean, this place is under construction, but it looks like there's some light going on way up there. So I got a feeling that that's the map, isn't it? And here we go. Closer. Oh! Looks like that's the case, yeah. Here is the map. Here's Alcatraz. So it turns out that this is not the bridge whatsoever. It definitely is a model of that area of the bridge, but it isn't the bridge itself. The bridge itself is actually under the ground, past docks over here. Can we get to it going back this way? Towards the fireworks, towards the fireworks. Woo, there it is. It's actually really hard to find because of all the fog on this map, which, if I go ahead and turn off the fog, just kind of want to see, what does this area look like? Oh my god, a whole lot different. Yeah, so the map is up there. Now we get to get a good look at what the surrounding skybox looks like, which is actually really good for the area. I've noticed most of these maps, usually the skybox, at least at the horizon, doesn't really make sense, but this does. This actually works quite well. And there's even a ship out there. Is that real? Oh my god, there is actually a ship just chilling out here. Wait, no, this isn't a wait. This is not a ship at all. This is Alcatraz. Okay, I see what they did here. Okay, so this is supposed to be Alcatraz from a distance that you can see from the bridge, which I don't think you can see this whatsoever, to be completely honest with you. But definitely not a ship. Definitely Alcatraz. Just a little 2D portrait of it. And what else do we have going on for the bridge itself, right? So there's the main area. We got some area down there, and we also have this. I mean, this is just a little structure chilling here. There's not really a reason for it to be out here, but I gotta see. Has collision? Negative. And over here, way out here, by the way, I mean, I'm going as fast as I can right now in no clip, and you know it's usually pretty quick. This area is massive. It's kind of crazy how far apart these two parts of the bridge are. But as far as this part of the bridge, it's just a red chunk, which I assume has no collision. Of course, it does not. But kind of cool to see what it looks like up close, and it does actually have a little bit of a floor here. But yeah, sick. And here's what Alcatraz looks with no fog, which, in case you don't remember, this is what it looked like with fog. So, I mean, not much different, obviously, but it's kind of cool to see. There's a few more things on the outskirts of the map that I want to take a look at, such as these buildings down here. Obviously, we can't walk on any of this, right? We'll fall right through. There's not much going on inside of any of these buildings, but yeah, it's just cool to see them up close and personal, man, and how much modeling work went into them. It's clear, to me at least, that these are definitely part of Alcatraz in some way. I've never been there myself, but this is very well modeled for what it is. And down over here as well, there's some buildings to check out. So there's a really weird pathway, actually. Doesn't really make too much sense, but I guess you don't get to see it. And of course, inside the building, there's not much going on whatsoever. Right over here is the spawn of Blood of the Dead, right? You spawn inside this building right here, and you can walk around this pathway over here, right? This is one of the ways that you can go into the... Well, actually, you can't get into Alcatraz going this way. Yeah, no. This is just one of the ways you can go. There's stuff to do over here. I don't remember, man. Yeah, I haven't exactly played very much BO4. I'm going to be honest with you. And Blood of the Dead is the map that I've played the most. So, yeah, that goes to show you how little I've played. I honestly can barely remember it. But yeah, this area isn't very well modeled whatsoever. Clearly, it was not meant for this version of the game. But it's cool to see that there is indeed buildings out here, even though you'd never be able to see this building, for instance, as well. Like, it's completely hidden. But it exists, and there's also this one as well, too, here, right? This is Chem, what, right, usually in Rebirth. But yeah, really cool, man, to see that this is all actually structured. It's all here. There's even this little building down here. I mean, half of it isn't, well, okay, part of it exists, part of it doesn't. But again, it's all here, and doesn't really need to be. All right, water tower. Nope, no collision. Well, that's pretty much it for Mob of the Dead. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, there's a little jump scare for you. Oh, you're never gonna like the video now after I did that to you, are you? But, you know, if you did enjoy this video, leave a like on it. It helps me out an absolute ton. Make sure you're subscribed down below so you can come back for more. You can hit the join button if you want a way to support me. I don't have a Patreon or anything like that, but for those of you who are looking for an extra way to support me, there is that as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this as much as I did. I absolutely love checking out Mob of the Dead. There's so many cool things going on here. The trick that's in the middle there with the, with this room right here, this is super, super cool. It's also really cool to see that the Golden Gate Bridge isn't actually where it looks like it is, right? It's actually under the map over there behind docks, which, I mean, who would have thought? That's pretty sick. And also that the entirety of Alcatraz is modeled, man. That's just so cool to me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Click one of the videos on your screen right now if you want to see some more content from me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.